Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, everybody.
Welcome to episode 44 of the LegacyKnitz podcast. My name is Chelsea.
My name is Sue.
I'm coming to you from Burlington, Vermont.
Where it is.
Where it is snowing?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm coming to you from Vernon, Connecticut, where it is blizzarding and it's gorgeous.
Yes. We are pretty much the whole Northeast region is getting walloped right now with snow, which is very exciting.
Very fun. We have had very much a snowless winter here, and we had our first storm, I can't remember when, this week, and got well over a foot. I would say almost 20 inches, and now we're getting dumped on again, and I'm super happy.
It's the best. It's the best when like everything gets canceled and you can just sit inside next to a fire or next to a candle in your favorite chair and just like enjoy the peace.
It is kind of heavenly for today, I have to admit. I've had a lot of things canceled this week, which has been so great. I love when things get canceled.
Me too.
I still watch the no school announcements, and I can't wait to see if Vernon is there or not.
Yes. I remember whenever we would watch the news, like in Middletown, if it was on and it was snowing, like watching those alerts, it was like, it's still so satisfying.
I know. Like when Vernon comes up, I like go, yes. What does it matter to me? Not at all. It was 100 years ago.
Oh, but I think it's just knowing that like everyone else around you gets to enjoy the snow day as well. Like, I think that's also really fun.
It's snowing. We are having the coziest day. Jake's on his way back from Vermont, hopefully safely. We're having a snack day.
Oh, I so wish I could be there with you guys.
I have to admit, I always miss you. But I miss you even more today because I want you to be knitting with me.
Oh, and snack days are so much fun because it's like you don't have to think about meals. You just grab the next bag of pretzels or...
I'm actually making good snacks, though.
What are you making?
I'm making the delicious kielbasa.
Love kielbasa.
I know, the one in the sauce. I'm making a apple pancetta and cheese pizza.
I tried that for the first time last time I came home, and it was
so good. So good. And then I am making nachos with Hamburg.
Gosh.
And then I might make mini hot dogs because I've been craving them, like the little ones. And I have all the stuff.
Do you have the pigs in the blanket stuff, or is it just the hot dogs?
I do, because I was going to make it for Super Bowl, and Dad wasn't feeling well, so we didn't really eat that much. So it's really like Super Bowl Sunday today here.
We could just call it Snowball Sunday.
Yeah, we'll watch a movie or two or three.
Ooh, speaking of which, and we can totally cut this out, but we just watched Finding Dory.
We went to the movies to see it.
You did, that's right. Yeah. I remember that. And it's finally live streaming. If we keep this in, it's free on Netflix. So whoever has Netflix, you have access to watch Finding Dory now, which I was super pumped to learn.
Yeah. I didn't love it as much as the first one.
See, I asked Justin, I said, what did you think? Do you like it better, worse, or the same? And he and I felt the same, where we thought it was just as good as the first. Not any better, not any worse, but we thought it was just as good.
I think I went in with such high expectations because that first one was so funny.
Yeah.
This was adorable, and I love animation. I love Ellen. I love everything about it. It was very enjoyable for me. Oh, my goodness. So, yeah, we have a snow day here. Very wintry this week. I feel like we're getting a very late winter, so it's going to be short, which I love.
Mm-hmm. I don't hate it.
If this was storm 7 or 8, I would be like, I'm claustrophobic. I need to get out of here. It's not.
No, it's perfect. And it's nice because it's kind of like nearing the end of ski season, but this is going to give us some more. So
yeah, definitely more.
Very nice. I'm definitely a New England girl. I think I've said it in the past. I can't get enough. I love it up here.
So are you loving how accessible skiing has become for you?
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and we had this discussion when we all went out on Friday night when they got here. We went out for pizza at our favorite place and saying how it's crazy because in Connecticut, we're not that far away from a mountain, like 2 hours maybe, so maybe double the time that it takes for us to get there now. But it's not that inaccessible. But I think the difference is that not a ton of people are driven to go every weekend or don't really like, you know what I mean? Like
It's hard to get up in the morning early because that's always how we did it, Dad and I. Get up super early, drive all day, 2-3 hours, ski all day, get in the car, trudge home with all that gear. It's so different for you guys.
but almost everybody skis or snowboards. So to have that energy around you all the time of, I can't wait to get up to the mountain this weekend. I'm going to go. Are you going? Where are you going? When are you going? It just like, I don't know, it keeps the momentum going throughout the whole winter of like, you're just constantly outside.
It's so cool. It's so cool. I'm so happy for you guys because it's such a treat. And the fact that you have season passes, so even the money piece, which is a huge piece of skiing, if you're paying every week to go skiing, it's quite prohibitive. It really is. But to get a season pass at a decent rate and be able to go to the best mountain up there, in my eyes, holy cow.
It's unbelievable. Yeah, we are definitely very fortunate to have a company that really takes care of their employees because they hook it up with the ski passes.
Let's talk knitting.
Let's talk knitting. We've been talking non-knitting for a while. Let's start with, let's do, neither of us have finished objects this week.
No objects, half finished object and a 80% finished object.
Why don't you want to show the half-finished object first?
Yes, I have several half-finished objects this week with socks. Okay, so I have 2 half-finished objects this week. Oh my gosh. So I finally decided that we should be knitting with our yarns.
I think that was a good realization to come to.
I am the worst because they sell out quickly, so I always want to make sure there's as many as possible in the shop, so I never pull any aside. And then I thought I really need to start because.
Well, and I also think it's nice that people can see it knit up because
yes,
we have something to show.
That is the other piece. That's a huge piece of it. This is Kirk, who's out in the real world right now, making his way with other people. And this is the Hermione's Everyday, which we have all made this sock a million times. But isn't it the greatest?
Yes.
It does. It really, for me, it really makes this yarn work even better. I enjoyed this knit so much. Yep. Between seeing how the colors were playing, I'm so excited. I cannot wait to cast the other one on, but I can't because I cast something else on with that needle. It's okay, I'll show you. So that's the first one. Then I decided to dye up some DK weight yarn for this week's update. And I wanted to play with that too. This is the ever famous Suki in just a little bit. I call them bed socks. I just did a 2x2 cuff, drop the heel, like you can see it when I turn it like that.
And again, well,
Drop the heel and then just go to the toe. So much fun. Probably made this in, I don't know how long, super fast. Size 3 needles, 56 stitches.
3 needles, 56 stitches. So if I were to make a pair of bed socks that I wanted to fit a little bit tighter, would
48.
48?
I would go 48 stitches.
Okay.
Yes, but you know me and my disillusionment. These fit perfectly.
Good.
I thought they looked a little large. Nope, they fit perfect.
They're perfect.
Oh, they're so much fun. But I love them. I'm so happy. So I had actually wanted to finish to make sure that you could get a full pair of bed socks out of the DK weight. I'm sure you can. I just didn't get them done. So yeah, loved it.
I love that. What did you cast on with the needles that you...
Oh, I cast on because I wanted to play with more of our yarn. Jessie. And I'm doing the Solace sock. I'm so sorry. I don't remember who the designer was, but we will put a picture of the pattern with her name up.
Mm-hmm.
Right for now, I won't give a lot away because it is a pay for pattern, but I'm just a lot of needle here, just ribbing.
Love it.
So much fun.
I love that Jessie colorway. I could definitely make a shawl out of that.
You definitely could. It's so funny how for a Find Your Fade, so many of the Gilmore between the guys and the girls, really, truly, we should be making a fade out of it.
No.
We should be because it all plays. Look at how well that would play together. And then Kirk on top of it.
It really is meant for a fade.
It's hysterical. The more I knit with them and the more I look at them, the more I say, holy cow, this is a fade in the making right here.
That is so crazy.
Yeah, I love it.
Love it.
Yeah, so I have been knitting a ton of socks. Okay, I have one more sock.
Okay.
I don't think you've seen this.
Oh, you sent me a picture when you had first started them. Oh my gosh, they're beautiful.
Carrie of the Freckled Whimsy started self-striping. I'm a real self-striping yarn girl. I really enjoy it. They work up so fast because you cannot wait to get to the next stripe. Yes, they are on my signature needles. I'm a little concerned because they are US 1s and I typically do 1.5s. I only cast on 64 stitches. I'm a little concerned they might be a little small. Maybe not.
You know what I've been tempted to do lately is try knitting socks with size 0 needles.
Why?
Just because I'm curious to see what the fabric would be like. I have this problem where no matter how I knit my socks,
They're big?
they like droop and they fall off my heel.
Well, I'll tell you the main thing is the key to having a sock, listen to me, the key to having a sock fit the best is to throw some ribbing in there. Vanilla socks are vanilla socks, and the ribbing is very helpful. That is why I stopped making vanilla. No, I think they're going to fit me.
I think
That is the reason I stopped making vanilla socks for a long time, because I wanted a fighter fitting. A tighter fitting sock, and it is by putting some ribs in there.
I cast on 56 stitches typically.
Oh wow, and they're still? See, you probably think your ankles are bigger.
We have reverse issues.
Reverse issues. Yeah. So on that one though, I am using a solid.
Oh, for heels, toes, and cuffs?
Yeah.
Nice.
They make me smile. Carrie, you know how much we love you.
I haven't made a pair of self-striping socks in so long, and looking at those is making me like want to go over to my stash and get one of those Into the World self-striping skeins and start knitting.
It's all right. Do it. It's a snow day.
It is a snow day. I should get a pass, right? I'm trying my hardest to like pump stuff out, but
It's so funny because I had such a week of one sock, like just finishing one of each sock, starting new ones, being very undisciplined. It hit me, I think it was Friday, that I wanted to finish something. It's like I've got to start finishing because I don't mind having a lot of projects, but I need that sense of accomplishment. So having said that, I will pull out my 90% finished project.
I can't wait to see that. Oh my gosh, that's right.
My blanket. Yes, I'm putting the edge on. It's okay, so it won't be at all helpful to stand up because there's not enough of the screen, but it literally goes from the top of my foot to here. I love it. It's so cold here. I've been sitting in my office. For some reason, under my desk area, it's all outside walls. There's this huge draft.
Oh,
So I curl up with this over my lap. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I finished it, and I had decided a while ago that this was the edging I was going to do. And I'm going to tell you the name. I hope I don't drop you. Hold on. It is the Crochet Wave Fan Edging. And there's a tutorial. We'll put this on the bottom. A tutorial by Girly Bunches.
Girly Bunches.
Girly Bunches. I guess she does weekly tutorials. She's fantastic. So the lovely, lovely, lovely Robin of Sit and Spins on Instagram. She's the most amazing spinner in the whole wide world. I'm sure of it. I love her. And I get my tiddly bits from her. And if you're a spinner and you ever see these come up, get them. I have 2 bags because one wasn't enough. 2 different updates. The other one looks a little different, I think. One I'm going to spindle spin, and the other I'm going to wheel spin. And I could never even compare to how talented she is, but my goal is to be a spinner like her. So one day she says to me, well, come over and spin. And I'm like, do you live near me? Like, I was like, no, she lives in Pennsylvania. I'm like, really, my heart was racing. Like, is there a chance that she lives like near me and I don't know it? So anyways, I follow her on Instagram. She's one of my favorite feeds to follow. And this is the edging that she used on hers. I fell in love with it because I had no idea. I always do basic, boring edgings. Oh my gosh. Not only, can you see it clearly? Not only is it beautiful, it's so much fun. Like, I'm not like, oh my God. Well, I do want to finish it today, so I will get antsy.
Yeah.
But I have 2 sides done. I'm to the next corner. I'm in love. I'm absolutely in love. I love the blanket. I love the edge.
It looks perfect.
I know. I don't know what I did.
It looks absolutely perfect.
I think I know enough about crochet that I could just make my way around the corner.
So when we talked about this a little bit before we started podcasting, and so I feel like the way you were describing it to me might be helpful for people to.
Yes. So there's not a base row, like you work right off of your blanket. So you're not creating a first row. Like my first thought was I have to single crochet all the way around the blanket. No, you work right into your stitches. See how you go right into your stitches? And again, I'm not even being fussy about counting. I just know when I get to the end, I know how to compensate if what could happen. I have too many, I have too little. So basically the motion is 4 stitches forward, chain back, slip stitch into a previous area, which is, and I can say this because it's free. You slip stitch into this hole that you create here, and then you chain 1 and work 7 double crochets over that chain area that you've created. So it's 4 stitches forward, 4 chains back, 7 double crochet forward, 4 double crochet, chain back, slip stitch. It's the coolest motion. And when I first saw it, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be flipping my blanket. But no, you're not flipping your blanket, you're just flipping it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're not, it's so much fun. I love it.
The final, it's gorgeous, and you're doing it perfectly. Like, it looks like you could have bought that somewhere.
The thing is, like, when I saw Robin's, I was like, oh, that looks really hard. Like,
Yeah.
She's such a good, like, spinner. She probably knows a lot more than I do about crochet. It's so basic, simple. I think she told me that too. So originally I was going to use this, just a funky, I think it's hedgehog. And then I thought I had all of this left from my Find Your Fade. I will say you probably should have pretty close to a full skein. I found this and I thought, why aren't I using this? I think a solid will show it better. Having said that, I think it still would have been gorgeous. I really do.
But I feel like you can see the stitch definition much easier with a tonal.
Yeah, so I have one more short side and one more long side. I'll still have some left, but go at it with a hefty enough amount for that edging, just so you're not stressed about it. Like, that was my thought. It's like, if I get 3/4 of the way through, even 80% through, and I run out, I am not going to be happy because I'm going to have to pull it back out. So anyways, oh my gosh, the only thing left after that is weaving in all the ends, which a lot are already crocheted in, and I might just do a little tuck back and then snip, but there's a lot of them. It's beautiful. Well, Robin did hers. If you look it up, she did a corner corner to corner granny square where you start in a corner and you get bigger and bigger?
Oh, yes, I've definitely seen that. I've
Yeah.
definitely take it
And
back.
she did a green edging. And okay, so let's talk a little about Ravelry and project pages
Okay.
and how I've never understood them.
Okay.
Well, I get them completely.
When did the light bulb go off?
When Robin said, go to my project page, I was so grateful. She had all the links to how to do the corner to corner, which I'm starting next after I finish my next one like this, and my cozy memory. Maybe before that, maybe today when I finish this.
Now that the mind
It's like, so, and then I looked at all her beautiful projects. I don't know. I want to so badly have project pages now.
It's so I was exactly like you. And then I don't know what it was, but something clicked for me where I think it was specifically with Laura of the Fawn Nets and Candace of Pin Feathers and Pearls. Because I love their projects so much, I find myself always asking, like, what yarn is that? Like, what's this, that, and the other thing? And I am so, so grateful that both of them are religious about their Ravelry pages, because I feel like I frequent them all the time just for like inspiration and information about like how they did certain things and why they chose. Like,
well, can I tell you now? Because I get so many people that friend me on Ravelry, and I'm always like, why do they want to be my friend? I'm useless in Ravelry. I feel like the worst friend ever in Ravelry. I'm not friend worthy.
I don't know.
I'm not. I am in real life, but I'm not on Ravelry.
But I don't think that, like, you don't need to be someone's friend to be able to see their Ravelry pages.
I know, but maybe they think if they're my friend, they'll have easy access to my Ravelry. Because now I just hit on Robin, like, so it's easier. So I'm so sorry to all my Ravelry friends. The worst. I honestly, when you're home, I may have you show me how to do it. I'm sure I can figure it out, but
No.
you know.
We'll do it together. And when I show you, you're going to be like, oh, it's so easy. Because they literally give you the fields to fill in. And then the best part is, I don't know how new this is, but now when you go to upload photos, you can pull it directly from your Instagram feed. So you don't even have to upload photos.
I've heard that a lot. And it really didn't mean a lot until you just said it. I'm like, oh, okay, I get that. When other people told me, I was like, oh, great, that means nothing to me.
Oh, no, it's literally the most amazing thing, because you go to the Photos tab, and there are all these different ways where you can do like Flickr or Photo Bucket or upload from your computer, and then there's an Instagram tab. You click on the Instagram tab, and it literally shows all of your pictures, and you just go through and you say, this is one of, like I would go through and look for all of my pictures of my blanket, and I would go click, 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 upload, and they're all right there.
I'm going to try to do it. I'm going to try to be a better friend. I really am. Don't hold me to it, but I'm going to try, because I can't tell you, like, now I want to like look at her page all the time, because everything she makes, I look kind of like you with Candace and Laura. It's like, and I love their projects too. It's really, I really appreciate it. And I've got to work on that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the new year. I would be like New Year's resolution, and then I would fail. Now I'm just going to say I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm going to try.
I think that's a better way to go about it.
And I'm going to try from what I'm not going to go back.
No.
I'm not going back. I'm starting fresh. Like I never existed until now.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a good way to do it. Like, I find sometimes when I like finish projects that have been like languishing on my needles and I finish them up, that I'm motivated to do it. But like, I think that's the easiest way to approach it, is just going any project that you finish going forward.
Well, and think about it. If I did it, I would actually know the colorways of the yarn I used.
Or the needles that you used, or yeah.
It would be helpful even for myself.
It's like a virtual like knitting journal.
And you know what? I was a complete fail at the knitting journal. Whatever. Okay. So anyways, I'm in heaven. It's going to be done today. This is my afternoon project. I'm really at that point where I want to start clearing off my needles.
Nice.
Everyone else did this in December. No, I wait till February. I never want to be, I'm always behind the times.
But that's okay because you have to do it when you're ready for it. If you had forced yourself to do it in December, you would have hated knitting on everything that you were knitting on.
I would have hated it. I love this blanket. I sit in here with it on my lap. It's life-changing.
I feel like I'm just like picturing you next to the fire with that in your lap, with a movie on, with your crochet hook, just like
Heaven.
I'll show you it. I've only had 2 projects that I've been working on this past week. And one of them has been my granny square blanket because I've become obsessed.
It's not granny square, though.
Oh, cozy memory blanket.
I was like, you're not working on a granny square. I'm dying to see it.
So I'm in the middle of a square right now, but I think the reason I've gotten so much more energy with it is because I finally decided to start, at this point I had only been going this way, but I finally decided to tack on more squares this way. So I think I'm going to start seeing significant growth, which is so exciting.
Are you working in a line?
I had been, yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's huge.
Long. It's not wide, but see how I'm going down with it now?
Yeah, you should do the ladder.
So that's what I started doing, and then I finally like almost squared it off here.
Yours is probably as big as mine. It's gigantic.
No way. I think it looks bigger than it is.
I think it's huge. So tell us why you are enjoying this blanket so much. And your squares don't all go the same way, do they? I love that.
Yeah, no.
I love that.
Thanks. I know, it is really fun. Although, it's funny because when I find that I have squares going the same direction too often, I'm like, I have to switch it up. They can't all be in the same direction. So I'm almost like OCD about them not being the same.
It all equals the same thing, I have a feeling, in the long run.
For sure. But the reason I'm enjoying them so much is because, and I swear to you, it makes me faster. These dang needles, these signature needles, which are my favorite.
They are gorgeous. I do believe, because I use mine. Do you think it has something to do with the 7 inches? Like how they fit in my hand? I all of a sudden was flying.
I think that is a huge piece of it. And I know, especially for me, because I found that I'm realizing that when I knit, like, see how I hold the needle like way back here? Like, this is a huge tool for me, like being able to have that much leverage.
Yep, that's what I meant.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the other thing is the tips. Like for me, doing a slip knit, unless the tips are incredibly sharp, I find I fumble a lot with them.
Mm-hmm.
And even I would say with the knit 2 togethers, like if I don't have a good tip to be able to really get in there, it holds me up a little bit. And I have not had any issues with that with these. Like I can just keep going at my same speed.
I am. You know what? That is what I'm working on after I finish this today. I'm not sewing in ends today. I'm just so everyone lower their expectations on the ends. Just not going to do that. I'm going to finish and then I'm going to pick that up.
I think that's a great. I'm like.
I have to show you because I took mine out and I took out all. Oh shoot! How could I do this?
Ooh.
I took out all of the progress keepers. These were all of the squares I did last time.
Oh my God.
There's a million there, or 15 or 16.
I've only done. What have I've done? I did 4. Hang on. What else?
You not progress keeper it?
I haven't been. I've been so bad.
You should. It makes you so happy. Well, it makes me happy.
It did make me happy when I used to do it, and I just like, I don't know. I just totally forgot.
I love to do it.
I've only done 7 in the last like day or so.
That's a lot in a day.
It is. I shouldn't say only. And actually, no, I take that back. It was probably more like 5, but I did. So this is one of our yarns. From the Advent calendar, from the Advent calendar.
Might have been number 1.
It was very close to the beginning. If it wasn't number 1, it was definitely right at the top there. This is Trey Liz. I use this in my garter, that last shawl that I just finished.
It's cappuccino or coffee or, I love that. Do you have any left?
Yes, I do. I'm going to give it to you.
I want some.
I'm giving it to you.
It's just so pretty. I want it in my blanket.
And it's so soft and sturdy. I love it. And then I did this one, which is the chocolate, Mexican hot chocolate, which was Party on My Needles. And then I did this one, which I think was one of the scraps from the socks that you made me.
Yep.
Which I love. This was so fun to work with.
I have a pink one in your little basket of extras down here.
Really?
Yeah. You'll have to bring that home when you come because we have to sit and work on those.
Yes. Yes, I will. And then this was another one of our minis.
Yep.
And then this one is Once Upon a Corgi, and I got gifted this. So Adrian of the Freakish Lemon podcast sent me the cutest gift box for Christmas with like chocolates and a mini from his sister's yarn dyeing company, Once Upon a Corgi.
I got one of those, and where did I put mine?
Oh, I don't know, but I've been like waiting for the moment that I could break into this, and it finally was like, I was like, I need like a red, and I looked over and I was like, finally. But this is her frosted cranberry colorway in her Audrey base, which is a 80/20 BFL and nylon.
Gorgeous.
Beautiful. I am slightly obsessed with Once Upon a Corgi yarn because wait until I pull out my Find Your Fade shawl. You are going to die when you see the section that is made with her yarn.
And I have that same skein.
Yes. The color.
Mine.
Amazing. So if anybody hasn't checked her out, I can't recommend it enough.
Gorgeous. Very fun.
So yeah, so that's been one of my big projects that I've been working, well, kind of.
Love it. I want to pull mine out. And more than wanting to work it, well, I really want to work on it because I became obsessed with it, but I really want to work with those needles. And you have to tell me the next size you want because I'm ordering us another pair.
Really?
I have to.
But what will I use it for?
I might do 4s because I do 4s with shawls.
Oh.
I'm not into shawls right now, though, so I don't know.
I'll have to think on that. Oh, my God.
I feel like we need to order a pair every couple days.
You minutes.
Oh, my God.
I love it.
Well, let us see your find your shade.
I'm gonna find my shade.
Combining like
do a quick little. I had to do this because
get to the end. Get to the end.
Luckily, I'm almost to the end anyway with this square.
Love it.
Okay.
I'm dying to see this because oh my gosh, whatever you posted on Instagram about your fade, I nearly fell off my chair. It was so gorgeous.
Thank you.
Gorgeous.
And I even have my last skein that I can show. It's in my Fringe Fields fly bag, which I am obsessed with, which everybody already knows, so I won't beat a dead horse, but you know.
My other granny stripe is in mine, and I feel the same. You know what I think it's going to be great for? Summertime.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great summertime bag. Like if I never go to the beach, but I picture us coming to see you by the lake and having my Fringe supply bag.
It's just so durable and you don't worry about it getting dirty. Like I love all my handmade project bags. Do not get me wrong. I love them, but I'm also way more protective over them because I don't want them to get dirty. And like with this, it's just so sturdy and you can just like wipe it down and keep moving. And
I love that color.
Thank you. Me too.
I want a pink one.
I love the pink.
I want a pink one.
It's so.
Does Nito have pink ones?
I think so. I know. You got to get up here soon.
I know. I'm dying to get up there.
Okay. So. Oh, good. I'm not in the middle of a row.
I cannot wait to finish mine because watching everyone wearing theirs now. Jenny finished hers. Somebody else. Oh my gosh. Look at that.
Am I showing it the right way? Yeah, I am.
Keep going. Oh, so what color are you on?
This, right? Wait, the one that I'm working on actively?
Yeah. What number or letter? A, B, C, D. You're on F? I'm only on D.
Okay, so actually there's kind of an explanation for that. I'm going to keep going up.
Yeah, keep going.
My hands aren't big enough.
Oh my gosh, it is oh my. So is that Gabby's right there?
This is Gabby's.
Oh, so pretty.
I'm by colorway. Hopefully the colors are, yeah, I think they're showing.
Yeah, It's beautiful.
I don't know what it was. I mean, besides it just being a beautiful yarn anyway, but something about knitting with this colorway, it had me so motivated to keep going. And I want to say it's because see all these like rich cranberries and like the yellow that kind of fades in and out here. And then there's this beautiful, like, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like these beautiful green pops.
Green. Yep, I can see it.
And it happens so frequently. Like, it doesn't look like it's like all the time. Like, it's really beautiful how it.
It's out really pretty.
Yeah. But it just.
So pretty.
I don't know what it was, but I was just going with even like, look at this orange right here.
I love orange with blue.
And this is.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, this is her Rhinebeck colorway for anybody that is wondering. Oh, there's the color. Now you can really see it.
You can see it. What's the next one?
The next one down?
No, the next one up.
Next one up is Pistachio by Hedgehog Fibers.
It's beautiful. The fade is beautiful. Did you see this morning on her, I think it was this morning on her Instagram feed, she's like starting something new. It's hit her and she's so excited.
No, I honestly didn't do a lot of Instagramming this morning.
I'm 99% sure. Dre Renee, right? Dre, I never know how to say it.
Yeah, Andrea Mowry.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying Gabby.
No. I'm sorry. For the design.
Yeah. Oh, Andrea Mowry. Was it her tunic that she just finished designing? The blue.
No, she had 4 skeins of yarn from Primrose laid out, and she was like, "I'm so excited. I have a design in my head." She didn't say that, but that's what it came down to. It's but there was nothing. I'm like, "Oh my gosh! Now I'm so excited."
She's genius. Like,
fantastic designer.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Well, and
okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. I keep interrupting you. I'm so sorry.
Okay, I was just gonna say, well, and she's just like one of those people where like I always see designs and I'm like, oh, like I would love to knit that, or like, oh, I'm gonna knit that. But she is one of the ones that I'm always so driven to actually cast on her patterns and make them. Like I've made one of her, or I'm making one of her sweaters. I made one of her shawls.
You do love her. You really introduced me to her. Mine just came undone.
Oh, no.
I just wanted to show you mine quick as we were showing.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't look a lot different.
Oh, it's beautiful though.
But I put in the new squid ink.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I love it. Love it. Love it.
I love that because you can see the blue from the one. It's like the blue is what carries it through.
Yeah, I have not been in love with my colors.
Mm-hmm. I think they're great.
I love them all individually.
Mm-hmm.
But the other night I picked it up and I was like, oh, I really love it. Like, I really want to knit on it now. Darn it.
Because you're at the part where you can just garter.
Gartering. But I'm also at the point where you no longer increase. So I'm a little nervous about that because I have to read the directions.
It's so easy, I can tell you right now. Well, I'm not going to tell you because it's a pay for pattern, but don't let that scare you away. Did you want to know how I know that?
Why?
Because I am so bad at reading patterns.
That you kept going.
So when I got to the end of color 1, 2, 3, I looked at the section for like section 9 or something, and I was like, oh, perfect. Like I'm going to start not yarn overing. So like I'm not doing anything wrong. I just did it very early. Very, very early. So my total stitch count, I think eventually you're supposed to work up to like
233.
Yes, okay, 233 stitches across. I am at 187. Like when I was so it's just not going to be as wide. But like,
and that's fine because first of all, I had to fix that because I dropped it. You're teeny tiny, and it's huge. It's huge.
Yeah, and I think I really will make another one and make it the right proportions because I love shawls that are that big.
I do.
But like, it's still very, very wide.
It's very wide, so that's the look I'm going to have. It's so, see, and I don't really, it's interesting. I don't look at it as a shawl. I look at it as a giant scarf.
Yes.
That's, like a shawl, to me, this isn't my picture of a shawl. It's more like a wrap. Or but it's I love her designs. I love her designs, so I'm so excited. I hope I'm saying that right about Instagram. We best look that up before we allow this part to be in there.
I'll do my research before
Your homework. But I was so excited.
I love it when she comes. But if you haven't seen her new tunic design, you should definitely go. Have you seen it?
I think so. Describe it, and then I'll know.
Well, she did the test knit in like a little bit darker of a like cerulean blue, and it's like textured, and it's a tunic, so it's like wider.
I'm pretty sure, and it has little sleeves.
I can't remember the sleeve.
I know.
They might have.
I tell you, we're really not test knitters anymore because we're so busy. But if she asked me to test knit, I would give up dying for a week to test it for her because her designs, oh my gosh.
They're amazing. And I feel like they're just designs where they're timeless.
I agree with you. Yeah.
So I did want to also talk about the yarn that I'm knitting on now. The color that I went to next. I have 2 homespun house yarns in my Find Your Fade shawl. She's another yarn that I've been so obsessed with. And look at this color.
I think I have that color too.
It's called Unicorn Tail.
Why do I think she gifted me that?
She might have. I think this was the one. It's Unicorn Tail. I think this was the package where I think I ordered it and she threw in a skein for you. Remember that?
That might have been it. I feel like I have one over there. Oh my gosh.
It's so beautiful. So beautiful. It has
That's gorgeous.
It has this beautiful like pale pink and like green background, but then it's just like these shoots of color. Like look.
Is it burgundy? That's what I'm keeping really drawn to. That reddish.
Like right here?
Yeah.
Yep. And then even look at this. There's like a hot pink.
Oh, I love it.
It's just like those yarn. And then look at all the hot pink you can see here.
Love it. Now I'm going to have to skein mine up. Darn it. It's gorgeous. I think I'm going to have to get you a skein of all the Gilmore for your next one. How fun would that be?
I would love that, and I would knit that like I haven't put this project down truly. The first time I put it down was last night when I started knitting on my memory blanket.
And I put mine down without marking, and I did it again without marking where I left off, thinking, I'll remember. What's the big deal? I'll pick it up in a day, and I didn't pick it up for a week.
You know what, though? The good thing about this shawl is because it's broken up into colors, like, you definitely need to go through and reread it and like check off the ones that you've done, but it's easier because you can do it based on the color or the letter or whatever.
That, and not that you really use this tool, but she's really good at numbers.
Yeah, I don't do the numbers.
It's just, I think I'm not a shawl designer, but I think that would be a piece for me is those final numbers before the next shift.
Yes.
I think that's really hard to keep track of. It's an extra step for a designer. I so appreciate that she does that. It really keeps me on track. Not you so much, but me for sure. I have to tell you, I'm so distracted because it is snowing so hard and gorgeously out there.
I'm like watching people run from the little corner store with like their sandwiches.
Oh, you're so lucky you have a corner store. I would be there today even if I didn't need anything.
I know. Just to say hi. And the best
Just to be like, I need something, I'm sure, because it's snowing out.
we actually ran over there to get butter this morning, so we've already.
Oh, I love that little store.
Best.
I love that little store. I'd actually go over to the Chubby Muffin today too and have a sandwich.
But you know what? I have a hard time because sometimes they'll just close out of nowhere, so I have a feeling they might be closed because of the snow.
I don't blame them.
Yeah, I don't either.
But they're not that far away. It's worth a good walk.
That's true, and we have to bring our own water like in a little bit anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How fun. Okay.
So anyway, great shawl. I feel like I have been promoting the crap out of it on my Instagram, and I just can't hold myself back.
Well, it's a great design. There's no question. I was not going to make it. I say I never jump on the bandwagon, but let's face it, I jump on it all the time. Who am I kidding?
You're a frequent flyer.
A frequent flyer, and I couldn't resist not starting it. I agree with you. The pattern, it's simple, but it keeps you engaged. Just when you're tired of the lace, you go to garter and you don't have to think about it. Not that you really have to think about the lace areas, but you do have to pay attention.
You do. And I honestly feel like this has also been and continues to be such a learning experience for me, because not one of these lace sections is correct. And I know that. But
each one gets a little better.
Yes. Yes. Gets to the point where I look forward to it so I can be like, okay, Chelsea, get in the zone. You can do this. And like now when I look at it, I can see where I fell off. Like I can't quite figure out, like, you know, when you have to like knit, this has nothing to do with the pattern. Like I'm not even saying it referencing the pattern, but like you always know, like when there's a yarn over, that's when you do, and you see below there's a knit two together. Like that's when like I can't pick that up. Like I can't read it.
I have to admit, I can read the back better than the front, if that makes any sense. So the back, yes, this is the back of the lace is more distinct for me than the front.
That looks so perfect.
It's not. It's not. But I'm sure there have been times. But isn't that the beauty of making some? Yeah, like from the back, it looks perfect.
Yeah.
But the beauty of a shawl this big is, if nobody is going to see a gaping hole even, it's so big.
Nope, exactly. Well, and I just feel like, and that's another reason I want to knit another one, is because I want to keep doing this so that I understand it and so that I can eventually make one of these sections where it looks the way it's supposed, like, not even for the look of it, just so that I can say, like, I get it now.
I aced it. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. I was that way even with the center stitch because of that slipping the marker. I got that down now. Like even if I like forget, it's like, no, I can see that clear as a bell.
Oh, well, and the other thing is that now that I only have 187, I don't have the 200 and whatever. I keep going back to the lace pattern for after the 187. You know what I mean? Like I have to keep referencing.
Yes, of course.
So I made it a little more challenging for myself.
I just love that it doesn't bother you. You just keep going. And it's perfect. It looks gorgeous.
Thanks. I'm excited. I love that it has this little peak, and that I never realized that the end of it went long and that the stripes go. Have you seen the end of it?
I have, and I have to admit, I'm like struggling with how does that happen? Like, because I haven't gotten to the part where one side grows and the other doesn't.
The minute you start, so you can even kind of tell that
I can see it on yours, and I'm like, wow, how did that? I don't get that.
It's fun. The minute you start, you're going to be like, oh, okay, I see.
I may have to pick that up after this. See, this is why we shouldn't podcast on a Sunday, because
too much time to be doing things.
Too much time.
But that has really been my big wow.
Yeah, I kind of am shocked how much I got done this week, because a lot of this was this week, and I think it's sock knitting is so fast.
You're making my heart want to knit socks so badly.
And I'm kind of almost near the I'm done for a while. I want to sink my teeth into, I really want to get back to sweater knitting. I'm missing sweater knitting terribly. So I want to get back to that.
Yeah, same. I think once I'm done with this shawl, I'm going to make the other half of my Maori sweater that I've been working on.
Which is gorgeous. I cannot wait. Cannot wait to see that one because the yarn is gorgeous.
I can't wait to block it.
I've been wanting to work on my stone cutter with that yarn so badly.
Wait, you started a stone cutter with that yarn?
Not stone cutter, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Ice Shanty.
Ice Shanty, yes.
By Plucky Knitter. It's the most gorgeous sweater in the whole wide world, and I have the most gorgeous yarn. I may have to work on that this afternoon. Darn it.
It's happening.
All right, we've got some prize winners to pull.
Yes, we do.
Which we already pulled. It's easier to pull off screen, but we will announce.
Yes, so we just finished up the cold shoulder cowl, as anybody that participated or follows us on Instagram know. So we're going to draw the prizes because it is time. Okay, So the winner of the Chatter Thread Prize, which I am so excited because she has been such a huge presence on the hashtag and the thread and everything.
Oh,
Yeah, amazing. Is number 161, Leanne, who is a good friend of ours. We actually saw her at Rhinebeck, who has the shop Owls on Dante on Etsy, and she's just amazing. And she made a void shawl. It was light baby blue. If you go under the hashtag, you'll see her on there, like guaranteed. It's beautiful. And we were actually chatting about how she was so present in the thread and like, yeah.
that is so fun. I love when that happens.
Yes, me too. So congratulations, Leanne. We are so excited that we are sending this your way. And what are we sending?
We have had this for actually quite a while. From our great friend Carrie of the Freckled Whimsy had sent way back when we started podcasting. And I keep everything in a box so that when we have knit along, I have things. And then wait till you see what goes with it, which is why we picked this one. And it's she's just a beautiful bag maker. It's so cute. It's boxed even.
It is so freaking cute.
It is so cute. It is so cute. So you won that along with one of a kind. Okay, wait. It is a one-off of Miss Patty. There's just a few added extra colors, which we didn't know if we'd keep or not, and we want you to have this. DK Wait, our newest endeavor. I hope you love it.
Leanne will be the first person to receive a skein of DK Legacy Fiber Arts yarn.
You go, girl.
Go.
Okay. And look, it kind of matches. So there you go. Thank you for joining us. Oh my goodness.
Okay, for the FO thread, our winner is number 57. Her name is Martha. Her Ravelry name is Martha 24 Jane. She knit the apricot cream shawl, which I had never heard of before, but it is beautiful. And the designer is Thea Coleman. So if anybody is interested, I'll put it on the screen here because it's great. So yeah, congratulations, Martha. What will we be sending her?
You will be getting a bag. This is another one that was in our stash, which is the Stitching You bag. We've had this for a while, and it's so adorable.
So cute.
And it also has a mini in there. And then afterwards, she sent this little sachet to go with it with a adorable progress keeper of a swan. So it's so cute because there's swans on here. Hold on.
So cute. I love that bag.
It's so pretty, so pretty. And you'll be getting another one of a kind of, this originally was going to be Logan and I changed him up a bit, but I still really love this skein of yarn and it is yours.
Yay!
So there you go, our winners.
And then if you want to, so definitely make sure you guys both send Mom your shipping addresses so we can get them out to you. But otherwise, yes, thank you for the final time to everybody that participated. We had so much fun with Jamie and yeah.
Although it was a complete fail, it inspired me to start my Find Your Fade. Originally, I was going to do the Brioche, that gorgeous one. My head just wasn't in it. I want to do it still. What is that one I wanted to do? Pop, sizzle, fizz, pop, fizzles, pop?
Sizzle pop?
One of those. I love it still. I still want to make it. I'm going to, just not quite yet.
Yeah. Whenever you're ready.
Whenever I'm ready.
It's funny you say that because I have been getting the ache to knit brioche.
I'm dying to. I just don't quite have the headspace yet, but I'm going to. I'm going to because I so enjoyed it when I did it.
I can't say I felt that way, but I am getting to the point where I want those finished objects so badly. Like the other day, actually, Andrea Mowry posted something on her Instagram of this beautiful, must have been like a poncho or something like that, but it was brioche and it was like gray and black and it looked so like sophisticated and beautiful. And I was like, I want that.
My problem with brioche, and I know there's YouTube tutorials out there and I'm going to look at them. I know Mina has put one out. The thing that stops me is I'm not quite sure how to fix it when I make a mistake. And that stops me. And I know it's not hard. I know everyone's screaming like, no, it's not that bad. I know that. I just don't know how to do it. I almost feel like I should take a little class in it.
I have been feeling the same way.
I just don't have the patience for classes.
I know. Oh, see, I do. And I think I would definitely benefit from them. And actually, you know what? Must Love Yarn runs brioche classes. Maybe we should look into. Let me message Kelly and see the next time they have one on the schedule, and maybe that could be like a time that you come up and we spend.
Is it a one-day class?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm in.
Yeah, but even just to like get those like beginner tips and tricks and just like the things that
I embedded in my head, and I think a class might do that for me.
Me too. Can we talk about the shop update a little bit?
Yes, it's going to be a big one, I'm pretty sure, unless things go awry this week, but several new things. First, to start with, there's minis, because people are begging for minis. There are 20 of the girls, 20 of the guys, so there's a lot of them.
So, for anybody that has seen one of our shop updates, that's double what we normally list. So
yes, so it's in each category, the guys and the girls, there's 10 regular steel toes and then 10 snazzy toes for a total of, I'm pretty sure it's 40. Is that right? I'm pretty sure it is. Anyways, so we have those. Then we have our new DK weight is in the shop, and there's a significant amount, but not a ton, because I'm really waiting to see how people respond, like whether they're not going to really want them or not, what the demand is. So I didn't go overboard, but I do have quite a bit. So I have Miss Patty in DK weight,
of
75-25 super wash merino and nylon, 245 yards, 100 grams. Okay. That sounded so professional, like I really know what I'm doing. So we have Miss Patty, we have Suki. I believe there's 4 or 5 of each of these. We have Rory. 2 of them, there's 10 of each, because I went crazy. And then I thought, no, I want to play with more colors. And I only had so much. Paris. I love Paris.
Me too.
There's something. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, I could see that being a really pretty hat. Or like,
I wish I was a hat maker, because I would whip one up so people could see how. I'm not that I can't. I can, but I don't make a lot of hats.
Yeah.
And then we have Lorelei. I think that's all I did. I can't remember. So I took a smattering of each. I thought I did Kirk, but maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Anyways, they'll all be in the shop, but this is a little handful of what you'll see. DK weight. Then we have something very new coming out, and they are our neutrals line. And these I'm going to hold really close so you can see. This is a soft pink with some lilac-y lavender in there. That's the first one. Then we've got this beautiful green. I love our neutrals. I'm super excited about our neutrals. And there's the green. The other ones are coming. They will be in the shop this week. There might be 3 more colorways. I don't know. Haven't developed them yet. I put so much pressure on myself.
Yeah, don't.
Well, I'm like, I'll do 4. No, I'll do 2. I have no clue. But there will be a line of neutrals. Again, these are all our everyday colors again. And then there's going to be tweeds, which I don't have any dyed up yet.
That's okay.
So it's going to be a pretty big update. It's going to be Friday the 17th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Correct.
That's that.
Yeah, and make sure you go over, if you don't follow us on Instagram, I'll be posting pictures.
Yeah, we will post pictures there during the week, just so that you're aware of the update and what will be in it. I know. I would like to think I will also get some more of the regular just girls and guys colorways in there this week.
Okay.
So we'll see. Friday will tell all.
Perfect. Alrighty. Well, I think that kind of sums it up, unless you had anything else.
I think so. I think we have to go watch the snow fly now, build a fire.
Yes, we're gonna go play with Romo in the park for a little bit, and then probably make some pizza.
Fun. I'm making pizza too.
Pumpkin?
Yes, I started the frosted pumpkin stitchery.
Can't wait to see it.
I love it. It's in the bag that Sarah gave us. My Gilmore Girls bag.
Love it.
The knitting type. I'm so sorry, Sarah. Anyways, I got clue 2. I'm still on clue 1. I love stitching. I've really been dreaming about stitching again.
I love that.
I love it. I love stitching. I've been craving going out to the Thistle, our local needle workshop. I should just finish the ones I have instead of go getting more.
Oh, I thought you meant like just to like get thread or something.
No, buy a whole new project.
I say stick with that one.
Oh, good, dude. It's so much fun. I'm going to put this by my chair. I have a chair today. I'm going to put this by the chair too.
I think you should.
I'm going to. All right, we've got to go off and have a productive day. As usual, it's been lovely spending time with you all, not just you, Chels.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Thank you for everybody that came back and spent some more time with us and that continues to come back week after week. We so appreciate you and love you. And for anybody that decided to check us out for the first time today, hopefully you enjoyed the episode. If you did, feel free to give us a thumbs up or subscribe. But if not, certainly move right along. There are tons of podcasts out there for you. So yeah, I guess we will see you in the next couple weeks. If we don't see you on Friday.
Needles up.
Needles up, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
See you later.
Bye.